I went to tell the second part of the experience. At the time the sisters were praising the Lord with the Corinthians. I was playing an instrument, my eyes were closed and I heard the voice of God, and he said to me, "My daughter, I'm sending an angel tonight to visit the Church of Brazil." And when he said that to me, I saw the angel entering our church, where the congregation was gathered, and this angel was dressed in uniform of military man. He entered the middle of the church and ascended to the altar, and I saw in his hand a notebook and a pen. I remember he watched the children, he watched the young people, and then he watched everyone in the church. This angel watched and took notes. However, I didn't see what he was writing, I just saw him writing things. After showing me this scene, the Lord took me in the spirit in a church in Brazil. I don't know, I have never went to this church. I already saw videos of this church in YouTube, but I never went there, and the Lord took me in spirit in this church. And when I got there, I saw the pastor of this church, beckoning people to step forward before the altar, and he raised his voice to pray and pointed his hands to the people who were there in front, and when he said a prayer, people fell into demonic manifestation. When they were on the floor, I saw manifestation in the life of these people. The pastor said no need to worry because that's the power of God, but the Lord showed me that it was not God's power, it was demons that were acting on those people. And I won't say the name of this pastor because the Lord did not allow me, but he is a shepherd well known on YouTube. He thought it was God power, but the Lord showed me that it was demons that were in those people. I was with the same angel who visited our church while he was taking notes. The angel told me, "What you are witnessing is the spirit of deception that is using this man." I saw people on the floor, men and women. This pastor came before a woman and began to interview the demon that was in the life of that woman. It was actually the spirit of deception that was acting and pretending to be a demon leaving her life, and the shepherd began to ask this woman, "What are you seeing?" and whatever the woman was saying was a lie. The deceiving demon of deception was using that woman, and he also cheated on the shepherd. And I also remember that this pastor tried to heal a person and he said, "God is in your body healing you." But when he said that, the angel that was with me unveiled his life and said he is not healing this woman. People who were up front, I saw clearly when these people began to offer to this pastor, and it was so many offerings that this pastor earned a lot of money in an hour. When people finishing offering, this pastor took these offering and went into the office. There was a paper on the table where he wrote the goal for the month of August, and when he wrote the goal, I saw that he put down 4,000. So he wrote that his goal for the month of August was to earn 4,000, and the Lord told me I am not pleased with the works of this pastor. And after he said that, the angel who was with me said, those people were being fooled by the spirit of deception that was using that pastor. The spirit of deception is using this pastor and he was not aware of this. I heard the voice of God. He said to me, "Daughter, I'm allowing you to see this and you need discernment from today. I will let you see when the demons are acting in the middle of my church. You will see whenever the deception demon is acting among my people." And when I heard God's voice saying that clearly to me, I saw this pastor go behind the curtain that was on top of the altar of that church, and I saw this man's wife and he started cursing his wife. No one saw it because it was behind the curtain. But the Lord showed me that he cursed his wife. My brothers, I'm sorry, but I will say what he said. I remember he called his wife dumb, he called his wife bastard, and he also called her other things, but I won't say them. The Lord said this pastor is a cover, and the spirit of deception is using him because there's a gap in his life. He has an open door and demon have legality to enter and use him. After God spoke, I heard the Lord's voice saying that he would come out of behind the altar and begin to preach to the church again after cursing his wife. And I remember that he preaches asking people to repair their lives. He asked the people to leave sin, but the Lord said to me, this man is obstinate. He is hard-hearted, he does not agree to hear advice, he does not accept to hear reproach. However, he was walking the line. He didn't live what he preached, yet he charged the people to repent and change, but he is the one who needed to fix it with God. And after showing me this about this pastor that is known on the internet, God took me to the spirit and showed me two men. They were dressed with black cape, and these men approached me and said, "I don't understand why we can't destroy you, why are we not able to summon you and kill you?" They also wonder why even after we did a sacrifice and offered blood to Satan to kill you, we are still unable to kill you. One of them said, I don't understand why you are alive. He could not kill me because in this rapture I could hear my brothers praying spiritual warfare prayer, and the Lord used 3 brothers that were interceding for me in church while my body was there, and several times in the afternoon these Satanists tried to kill me, and the Lord also spoke through my mouth while I was taken in the spirit. When I returned from the rapture, they told me that God used my mouth to say that a Satanist was offering sacrifice to be able to kill me. And I have not remember that because my spirit was not in the body, the Lord had already raptured me when he took my mouth to alert his servant. This Satanist kept asking me why he couldn't kill me and couldn't destroy the church. He said, I will meet 3 more men to make sacrifice to Satan, but I don't understand why you were alive. I saw blood in the eyes of that Satanist when he said, I will double the sacrifice, and if I must give my life to Satan, I will to destroy your church. The Lord showed me our church, and I saw demons cast acting against couples, causing them to argue. I heard the voice of God when he said, Daughter, Satan will try to destroy the couples of my church. He will try to. You must agree a prayer purpose so that Satan will fall to the ground. Then I saw the same Satanist who had spoken poor things in front of me with hand on head, trying to understand why he doesn't succeed despite the sacrifice he had donated. He said, I'll try to get in this church with the spirit of deception. I will try to get in the middle of this big church with the spirit of deceit. I will destroy the leadership of this church. When I heard him say that, the Lord showed me the church again, and I saw blood scattered in the church floor, and I asked the Lord, what does it means? He said to me, this blood, daughter, means spiritual death. Those who have not given ears to what I've been warning about, those who have not listened to the warning I've been speaking through my servant Sister Solange, and God showed me people through other service as they heard the word that was preached through Sister Solange. These people's heart began to murmur, complaining, and it was outburst. They were not receiving the word, they hardened the heart. God said to me, I will mark this date. I will make an appointment with these people because they have hardened their heart and has not listened to my voice. You are the vessel of these people. It was cracked. People's vase was cracked and will break them as many times as it was necessary, but I will shape them. The Lord showed me a person in the middle of the church and said to me, if the doomsday had come now, this person would present himself before me with empty hands because he was doing the work just for the sake of being rewarded, to be recognized in the middle from the church, and God was not pleased with this person doing the work with the intention to appear. My brothers, this was the message of